Do you know that you stand a better chance of being rich for life if you start building your wealth in your teens? This is because the earlier you start making moves for wealth creation, the earlier you can make mistakes, learn from them, and go on to become successful. And for those who are here for the first time, thank you guys for watching my video. And a quick intro, I've been in sales for over 10 years. And I started in phone sales all the way to car sales. And I ended up opening a car dealership, scaling it all the way to 7 figures. Then I exited the business and I dabbled in many other ventures. With that being said, keep watching this video to find the 8 life-changing steps to build wealth as a teenager. The first step I would advise you to take is to get a credit card. Now you might be wondering, why would I need a credit card? Well, getting a credit card in your teens has so many advantages that could push you towards wealth creation in the long and the short term. I learned at a young age the purpose of getting a credit card is not to buy things you cannot afford. Rather, it should be for the sole purpose of building your credit for the future. Learning how to manage credit at a very young age is very important because that is going to help you build your credit score as you get older. This can set you on the path of getting your first car, your first apartment, or even your first house. Remember, paying on time is very important. If you do not pay your credit card on time, your credit score is gonna drop. On the other hand, if you make your payments on time, your credit score is gonna increase, which means you're gonna be allowed to have more available credit. So what are the steps of getting a credit card? Firstly, I would highly recommend you starting with a secured credit card. Make sure you make your payments on time, and 6 months down the road, call the bank and ask for a limit increase. Continue making your payments on time, then 6 to 8 months later, apply for a regular credit card. To make the best out of your credit card, I highly recommend you setting it up for autopay for your monthly bills or subscriptions, and calculate your total expenses. Then you can set up auto payment from your debit card to pay it off on time. This is very crucial, so you won't forget paying your card on time. And one thing to keep in mind, if you cannot pay your credit card in full for some reason, make sure that your credit utilization is below 30%. What does that mean? So for example, if your credit limit is $1,000, make sure that you utilize $300 and below so your credit score would not drop. Now let's assume you're not 18 yet and you cannot apply for a credit card. You can be added as an authorized user on your parents' credit card. We'll make sure they pay it on time. Now you understand the importance of having good credit. The second step is to pay yourself first. So what do I mean by that? For every paycheck you receive, make sure that you set aside 10% out of that paycheck. Well, you could go ahead and put it in a saving account that has a good return, but this is good to ensure that you have some money saved for emergencies or for future investments. It will be disastrous to spend all your money paying your bills, paying your rent, paying your expenses, and end up with nothing for yourself. I know a lot of you guys would say, I can barely pay my bills. How would you want me to save? Well, this is when we need to talk about the third step, which is starting a side hustle. This will help you earn more money, which in return is going to help you to save more money. Now, I know a lot of you would say, hey, I don't have enough time to start a side hustle. I work 40 or 50 hours a week. We've all got 24 hours a day. And if you really want it, you can make the time for it. But you cannot continue fooling yourself saying that you do not have enough time. And if you want to go that route, then you cannot complain about not making money. And if you cannot figure this out on your own, then I would highly recommend you getting a good mentor that is going to guide you and walk you throughout the process. And speaking of which, I'm offering a free 30-minute consultation calls for young people that are trying to develop a skill and start a side gig. So click the link in the description and schedule your call today. Now, as far as side gigs are concerned, there are a lot of options that you could explore. I have a special video that talks about a lot of lucrative side gigs that you can try. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description so you can try it out after this video. And one of the side gigs that helped me get through was car flipping. I was working my regular job 9 to 5, and when some of the clock, I was flipping cars. And speaking of your regular job, remember not to fall for the mistake where as soon as you start making money out of your side gig, you quit your job. Remember what the goal is, and the goal is to build wealth. So you cannot quit as soon as you start making money out of your side gig, but you can quit once you start scaling your side gig and start making more money out of your side gig than from your regular job. Now that you started to make money out of your side gig, the fourth step that I recommend is to start investing. Of course, saving money is great. However, saving money is not gonna make you rich. Investing, on the other hand, can set you on the right path of long-term wealth. With a good investment portfolio, your money is gonna continue working for you while you're focused on your business. And speaking of investing, I highly recommend you opening up a Roth IRA. It is super powerful. For example, you're 20 years old today. You're gonna be able to enjoy up to 40 years of compound interest. In a Roth IRA, you can invest up to around $6,500 a year. So once you max it out every single year, by default, you're guaranteed to be a millionaire when you're 59 and a half. And the best part is, all of that money is tax-free. Now, if you would rather to invest in stocks, you can get 20 free shares valued between $3 and $3,000 each when you deposit as low as 1 penny in Webull. I will leave you with a link in the description. You see, investing takes time for it to compound, for you to start seeing money out of it. We need to focus on the next step, which is living below our means. You can do this by writing down your daily or monthly expenses to see where you're being excessive and begin to readjust your budget and spend less. There are many ways to cut down on expenses and on spending. For example, you can get a roommate to split rent with. You can quit drinking and eating at very expensive bars. You can walk short distances instead of using up the fuel in your car. Just keep in mind, as far as wealth creation is concerned, making more money does not mean that you need to spend more money. This is a big mistake a lot of people fall for. As soon as they start making more money, you would see them driving more expensive cars, living in a bigger box, and at the end of the day, they do not end up saving money. And speaking of saving money, the next step that you should take is quitting impulse buying. This is when you buy something that you do not really need. You just saw something that excited you and you decided to buy it based on impulse. Impulse buying won't just set you back financially, but it could also put you in debt. And bad debt is the greatest enemy of wealth creation. And this right here takes us to the seventh step, which is you need to continue updating and building your skills so you could stay relevant within the market. You see, now we live in a fast-changing world where new technologies emerge every day and old ones become obsolete. And this is why you need to continuously update your skills, learn more skills in whatever field you're in. And by doing so, you can remain relevant and continue earning money. Now you understood these steps. And we're gonna go to the final step that you really should pay attention to, which is to maintain your wealth, you really need to focus on your health. And if you're wondering what health has to do with wealth, well, practically everything. Imagine having all the money in the world, but spending it on surgeries, treatment of chronic diseases, and other health-related matters. That would really suck. I mean, what is the point of working very, very hard and not being able to enjoy your money? Maintaining a healthy lifestyle makes you focus on your business because both of these things require discipline. And if you're focusing on your health, that means automatically you're focused on your business. And with that being said, if you have not done your push-ups for the day yet, as soon as this video is over, I want you to hop on the ground and get as many push-ups as you can get in, and comment below how many push-ups were you able to squeeze in. And just the regular line, stay away from excessive drinking, excessive smoking. This would not only destroy your body, but this will destroy your mental health. And if there is any tip that crosses your mind that I did not mention, please share it down below in the comment section so we can learn from each other and we can succeed and grow together. And speaking of growing, we've grown to 100 subscribers and I could not have done it alone. So I truly appreciate your guys' support. And if you're not subscribed yet, I would love to invite you to join our growing community and help me achieve my goal of getting 10,000 subscribers in the next 6 months. So go ahead, like the video, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with your friends and family so we can continue growing together. See you soon.